I just had a few thoughts and I fear I needed to share them. So first of all, I was either going to say feel or fear. I'm going to say I fear that we don't acknowledge the little things in life enough. And I feel like if we just start acknowledging and truly appreciating these little things that we tend to overlook every day, we do that more often. I really feel like that will lift your mood and give you more of something to look forward to throughout the day. For example, just right now, I was like, should I make a coffee? Should I not? And mind you, I've been loving to make my iced lattes right now because I don't know, like I don't know if I'm just a secret barista or what, but they come out fire. So I noticed like I recently have been craving the latte purely for like not even the taste of the latte, but just the fact of like making it and knowing that like, wow, I make a good latte. Like that's why I'm making an iced latte. And so today I haven't had caffeine in a little bit. And today I was like, I really don't need the caffeine, and I don't know if I'm really craving a coffee. Like, should I make my latte? Should I not? And then I was like, actually, you know what? The lattes are just a little spark of joy that like give me a little extra boost simply because I like the idea that I can make a fire latte. And so I'm making an iced latte because I'm like, it's gonna boost my mood a little bit. So why not? And that's just a little thing that's gonna give me an extra like pep in my step. Is that the phrase, or a little like jump in my step? You know, I'm gonna be a little more peppy because I made an awesome iced latte that I'm very proud of, and it tastes so delicious. And even when I go to a coffee shop and buy a coffee, if that coffee is fire, which 90% of the time it is, I'm like, wow, this is an amazing coffee. I love this coffee so much. I'm so happy because this coffee is so good. Or I go out to dinner and I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm so happy. This sandwich was amazing. I love food. And my friends will laugh at me because they'll be like, Mia, it's just lunch. Mia, it's just pizza. Mia, it's just coffee. Like, hello? Because I'll be like, oh my God, I'm so happy. Like, this smoothie's amazing. I'm so happy that we got dinner. Like, I'm so happy. And it's just because it's like, those are just little things that we tend to look over so often every day. Like, how often do you have a cup of coffee in the morning? But you're like, think about it. Are you actually like thinking about that taste of that coffee of like, oh, this coffee is really good? Or has it now just become habitual for you to wake up in the morning and like start making your cup of coffee, and then you drink your coffee while you're getting ready, or you drink coffee in the morning, whatever. And it's just you go on with your day. And you don't even think about the coffee because you're thinking about all these other things that haven't happened yet, or you're thinking about things that have already happened. Like your mind is completely elsewhere. I want to challenge you to, when you go to make that morning cup of coffee, that morning cup of joe, I want you to actually sit with that coffee and taste it and notice things about it, and just bring all of your awareness to that coffee, to the temperature, to the taste, to the mug. What mug are you using? How hot is the mug? Like, just notice the smell of the coffee. Like, what does it smell like today? Notice these things, because you know what that's doing? It's bringing you to the present moment as well. It's bringing some mindfulness and self-awareness. Hashtag mindful and aware, if you know what I mean. It's giving you that. It's giving you that sense of gratitude, which we love gratitude. Gratitude and being grateful for things that we have is an amazing, powerful thing. And this is part of that. Just being grateful of these little things that we typically overlook. Like when you go to sleep at night, I want you to, for a moment, lay down in bed and acknowledge how comfortable your pillow is, or how comfortable your bed is, your mattress, or how much you love your sheets. Like I got silk sheets and I love them. And when I got them, I was so happy about my sheets. So happy about my sheets. They're just sheets. But to me, they are cozy. They make me feel fancy. And that is something to feel good about. And this isn't even like thinking positive. Like, I don't like saying like, oh, think positively. Think positively. Because it's like, okay, there are things in life that suck that we need to feel sad from. So, like, circumstances will still come up, but this has nothing to do, this conversation I'm having right now has nothing to do with like circumstances that arise and like preparation for circumstances that arise. I guess it kind of can lean into it, but I'm just mainly focusing and bringing attention to no longer overlooking all of these little things in life. Like when you get dressed in the morning, notice like, you know what? I really like this top. I really do like this top. Or I really love these shoes. Like these shoes are really nice. And just start to acknowledge all of these little things. When you walk out into the world, look around. You know how often we get so on autopilot that we're like walking to our car in the morning and we're just like automatically already thinking about the place that we're going to be going to, already thinking about like the stress that the day might have or the worries that the day might have, or we're already thinking about what's to come in the future of that day, whether it's good things or bad things. We're thinking so much about the future, whether it's like, oh, I wonder if this thing will turn out this way because that will be cool, or I wonder if this will turn out that way because that would be like whatever. Notice. Instead, bring attention and awareness to what's around you in that present moment. Rather than thinking about where you're going to be going to in that car, think about the walk to your car. And when you're driving your car, don't think about the destination and what's to come from that destination. Think about that journey that you're on. It's all about the journey, babe, right? Think about that journey that you're on in the car. Look around. Like, it's why I also love looking at angel numbers, because looking for angel numbers and spotting angel numbers just helps me feel very present. It helps me feel very aware in my life, like very observative. Hello? Can she English? That's hilarious. Observant of things in my life. And that helps me bring self-awareness into myself, into how I'm feeling, into what's going on, how I'm like, how am I doing? All domino effects. Yeah, I love looking at angel numbers. And when I see an angel number, you can ask my friends, I'll be like, 444, 555, like, stop, 888. Or like, we'll be at the store and I'll buy something and I'm like, oh, the total 777. And I will not make that payment until my friend sees it says 777 on the register. And that's just such a little, like, silly thing, but it gets me in a good mood because it's just fun. Or another thing that I love, that's like a thing that's so easily overlooked. Not that it happens often, but it's just an example of how we can go through life and see all these incredible things and not even realize that we're seeing incredible things. Because we're on autopilot, because we're thinking about the future, because we're thinking about the past, because we're thinking about everything else that isn't in the present. So we forget that, like, we can look out and see incredible amazingness right in front of us. And so another thing is, like, I was going to say, I love when I'm driving, or my car, his name is Troy, he's blue. And so I love when I'm driving and I see cars in order of red, white, and blue. I'll freak out. I'll be like, oh my God, red, white, and blue. And again, I'll like annoy my friend or my family until they look and see the red, white, and blue. Or to make driving more fun and to bring my awareness more present when I'm driving, because I said, Troy, my car is blue. So I'll see like a red car, I'll see a white car, and so I'll purposely like switch lanes to go next to the white car so that it's red, white, and blue. Or like it's just, those little things are so silly. And someone could look at them and be like, Mia, that's ridiculous. Like, that's like, come on. Like, are you kidding me? Like, there's bigger things to like worry about or whatever. But that's the thing. That's the thing though. There are so many things in life we could worry about, we could think about constantly, feel overwhelmed by. There are so many things. So how about when you're doing a simple thing like drinking your coffee in the morning, driving somewhere, to work, driving to a friend's house, driving to whatever, walking to your car in the morning, how about you add just a little bit more joy to those moments because you are allowed to do that. You literally have free will to do that in those moments. And when you're eating, like eating meals too, in these moments that we have time to ourselves, whether it's 1 minute, whether it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, however long, however little, we have the capability to bring present moment awareness to that and bring a little bit more spark into our life by just being excited about things. Like, why not be excited about things? You know, my friends know that I love making music playlists. Like, I just love making music playlists for parties that are like fun and things like that. So my best friend's getting married and she told me, you're in charge of the music, like make all these playlists, whatever. I'm like, down on it, whatever. Cause my friends know that I love that. When my friends are like, we need aux, they're like, Mia. And you know what? I get so excited. And so I had this like idea, this thought, this topic of this episode came up to me because I was creating a playlist for, we're going to be on a boat for the bachelorette trip this weekend. And so I'm making a playlist for the boat, possibly if like someone needs to be on aux, I'm prepared. And I'm having so much fun and it's so fun. And I'm like, you know, it's these simple things. Like another person would look at music and just think, okay, just throw on whatever playlist. But I'm like, I care about it. And there's nothing wrong with caring about that. There's nothing wrong with me caring about the music that I'm playing at this party that probably nobody else is really going to notice. But I'm going to know that I'm setting the vibes high because I made this playlist to set the vibes high. And I know that myself. And it's okay to care about that. Like, it's okay to care about these little things that other people might not even care about, might not even think about. I think that's what makes it even more exciting because it's a little secret that you have with yourself or a little thing that you have with yourself that like grows that connection with yourself. It's like when I am at this like bash trip and I'm hearing my playlist, I'm going to be internally like, oh yes, I put this song on. Oh yes, those two songs were so good right after each other. Yes, the vibes are so high. And that's just a little thing, a little connection, a little secret kind of that I have with myself in that moment that just makes me feel a little more friends with myself, makes me love myself a little more. Doesn't matter if anyone else notices. I know in myself. That's why it's like when I see angel numbers and I'm by myself, I'll still be like 222, 111, and I'll just say it out loud, even if I'm by myself, because I can't. Because why not be excited about it? It's just, we just overlook so many little things so often. And it really sucks. It really sucks because why were we trained to not be excited about things? Why were we trained that if there is something, an experience, a moment, a thing that occurred, and nobody else is excited about it, nobody else sees a meaning behind it except for you, why were we trained that just because nobody else sees how much that matters to you, how much that means something to you, it means nothing at all? You know what I mean? Like, where were we trained that just because it's not getting, you know, is that external validation? Pause. Because if you want to feel excited about something, but you're not because somebody else isn't excited about it, you're not feeling excited about it because they're not validating that excitement for you. So yeah, I guess it is like external validation. Interesting thoughts, hey? But yeah, I just feel like we overlook the little things so often. And I think that's so silly. Like, I want you, next time you're outside, you're walking into the grocery store, you're walking out of the grocery store, you're walking to your car, you're walking out of work, you're walking, you're doing whatever. I want you to look outside. Well, you'll be outside, but look around you and notice a pretty tree. Notice the clouds. Notice somebody in their front lawn struggling with the lawnmower and laugh to yourself. Like, make jokes to yourself about things that you see. Make comments about things that you see, like in your head. Or I speak out loud to myself all the time. People probably think I'm crazy, but I don't care. I'm enjoying my own presence. Enjoy your own presence. And a way that you can enjoy your own presence is by bringing your attention to the present moment and noticing the things that you are actually physically presently experiencing, such as my body is walking by this coffee shop and, oh, the coffee smells so good. I'm not worried about, I'm going to have to enter work in like 5-minute walk from now, I'm going to worry about, oh, I'm passing by this bakery and that scone smells really good. Oh, fresh baked cookies smell good. I'm thinking about what is happening right then and there because that's where your body is. Your body is in the present. So try to train your mind to also be with the body in the present. And I say train because some days are going to be better than others. Some days I'm really focused on all of these other things that are happening in the future, all these other things that are happening, not in my current awareness of reality, whatever. But I still try my best. And what I'll do is I'll just redirect my attention to journaling whatever thoughts I have on my mind, or maybe watching a movie, or maybe just reading a book or talking to someone or hanging out with a friend, like just doing something that involves my mind and my body so that I can fully bring awareness to that thing that's in the present rather than these thoughts that are all about the future, all about the past, or all about things like what if scenarios and things like that. You know what I mean? So anyway, I feel like I got a little off track in that moment, but I want to challenge you to start noticing all the little things in life. Start appreciating these little things a little more that you typically overlook. Appreciate the songs that are playing on the radio in the morning. Notice the songs that are playing on the radio in the morning. Notice the songs that you are listening to in the car. Listen to a podcast. That's pretty good to like listen to some words. That was a crazy statement. Like, what was I even saying? Anyway, podcast, music, appreciate things a little more. You make a really good coffee. I want you to sit and let that coffee really simmer within you. Really acknowledge the fact that you made a fire ass coffee. Hello? And then share it with somebody. Tell somebody, hey, I saw such a pretty butterfly on the way to work. It sounds so silly, but it's just allowing you to enjoy life, giving you that sense of I'm actually enjoying my existence because you have this one life at the end of the day. So you deserve to enjoy your existence. And a lot of times this joy isn't just going to come to us. Like a lot of times, well, actually, you know what? I take that back a little bit because joy isn't coming to us necessarily, but it's already around us as long as we choose to look at it. Like we see a tree. And it's a very beautiful, full tree. It's joy right there looking at that tree. But if you're not looking at it, like the joy is there of that tree. But if you're choosing to not look at it and acknowledge its beauty, you're passing on that input of joy that you could have gotten. Or you see a butterfly going by and you just let it go and you're like, whatever, like don't even think anything of it. That is joy passing by you. That is appreciation passing by you. That is enjoying life passing by you, and you're not acknowledging it. Does this all make sense? Like that butterfly flies by, like notice what color it was. Or just anything. Literally anything. If you're like people watching, notice, oh, that little kid is having such a grand time with life. Like he's really enjoying life. Like that's adorable because he's like a little kid. Or like, oh, those people are that couple's on a date. Like that's so adorable. Like they love each other. Like I'm looking at two people in love. Unless they're fighting, then you're like, LOL, these two people are fighting. You're like, I hope they can communicate that out. Like, but just look around, see, like make jokes with yourself. Like be a friend with yourself. Like when you're alone, and even when you're with people, but like when you're alone, acknowledge things even more so. Because when we're alone, we even have more of a tendency to think about the future, think about the past, think about things that are not in our current reality, our current present moment. We have a tendency to do that because we're alone, so there's nobody to actually verbally talk to. So we're just in our head. So I want you, when you're alone, to like have conversations with yourself about the present moment, not conversations about the future things, not conversations about past things, conversations about what you're seeing in the present moment. And noticing things, make jokes with yourself, or just like notice, oh, I like that person's hair. And then maybe tell them, give somebody a compliment, like whatever. But just have conversations with yourself. When you're with yourself alone, really hang out with yourself because you're not alone when you're with yourself. You have yourself. So actually hang out with yourself. My birthday just passed and I completely like marked on my calendar a day for me to hang out with myself. And I'm not saying I was trying to frame away from saying, "Oh, I'm spending like my birthday." Like I spent my birthday with friends and family, and then the day after, I try to avoid saying, "Oh, I took this day so that I could spend time alone." Because I was trying to frame away from saying that because it wasn't me trying to spend time alone, not necessarily. That makes it sound like there's like a negative connotation to that for some reason. What I was doing was I was just hanging out with myself. So I tried to reframe my words to saying like, "Oh yeah, like I took this day so that I could hang out with myself for my birthday. So I could celebrate my birthday with myself. Not celebrate alone, not be by myself, but like be with myself. Hang out with myself. Surround myself with my love." Does that make sense? I reckon it does make sense. You know? If this resonates, it's gonna make sense. That's the thing. Like, you know, if you know. If you know, you know. Yeah, that's how it goes. If you know, you know. But yeah, I just really want to talk about like just stop overlooking things. Like start noticing more things in your environment that you're not even like grateful of, that you just appreciate. I guess those are kind of be synonyms, but like you know what I mean? Just notice things about life. And just notice like I love just like sometimes before bed I'll just look around at my paintings that I've made and I'm like, wow, like because I have my paintings posted up next to my bed and I'm like, wow, I like these paintings. You know, I think I did a good job. And I just acknowledge that for a quick moment and then I move on to the next thing or whatever it is. And it's just noticing those things. And like, whatever, you know? Or when you're working out, like just like really listening to like that music in your head while you're working out or whatever. Or like you're working out and you're feeling the burn. You feel that burn, you know what I mean? Whatever it is, like just notice things about life, like acknowledge things a little more. You have a really good meal. I want you to say that was a good meal. And something that you can do to help is like when you're having that morning coffee, like try to not watch a show with it or like try to not input any other like external things. Just let yourself have the coffee or like say you're eating a meal. Another challenge. I want you to eat a meal without watching a movie or a show. Like eat a meal without scrolling on your phone. Eat a meal without any other external input. Eat a meal with yourself. Eat a meal not with TikTok, not with Instagram, not with that movie, not with that show. Eat a meal with yourself. Try it. And just be with yourself and just notice how good that meal is, whatever it is. Make it a good meal. And just acknowledge that. Maybe sit outside and notice the things around you. Notice, okay, this bee wants my salad. Hello. Like, notice things. Make jokes with yourself. You see, I can't even, like, not, like, I'm, like, such a jokester with myself. I make myself laugh all the time. When I go grocery shopping, I'll just make myself laugh. There was one time I was grocery shop. I was getting Band-Aids for my mom. And my mom needed Band-Aids, and I happened to be at the store. So I got her Band-Aids, and I was, like, looking at the aisle because she told me which specific ones to get. And I was like, okay, I don't remember. So I'm looking, and then all of a sudden I hear the song playing over the speaker at Walmart and I'm singing along to the song and I'm like, oh, like this is actually a cover. And so I'm like singing to the song and I'm like just standing there and I'm like, yeah, like this is a cover of a song. This isn't, and I'm literally doing that. Like I'm speaking out loud, bopping my head. Like this is a cover. This isn't actually them, like whatever. And then I turn around. I don't know how long this man was there, but there was a man there just waiting for me to pick my fucking Band-Aids. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Like I'm pretty observant on my like observant in my like environment. Like I'm very like self-aware. But in that moment I just got so lost in the song. But that's what I mean. Like just really hang out with yourself more. And don't like overlook those times that you have with yourself because you're with yourself. So spend that quality time with yourself. And if you think you spend enough quality time with yourself, then spend some quality time with your friends or family. Spend quality time with other people because we can still live presently when we're with other people. Like living presently and appreciating life doesn't have to be with yourself all the time. It can also be going to a concert with your friends, going out to dinner with your friends, having a drink with your friends. Like it's also just being with your friends and acknowledging that moment right there. Honestly, being with our friends and family is honestly such a great way to go into the present because we're off our phone. We're talking with each other. We're talking about life. We're like people watching, whatever it is. We're talking about food. Like it gives like, it's just like, all those conversations that you have with other people when you are with yourself, have those same conversations with yourself, but also know that self-care doesn't have to always be with yourself, and, like, you don't have to be like a hermit. Like, you can also enjoy life with others around you and enjoy life however fits your fancy, you know? But just try to, from this point on, or just make it more of a point to not overlook these little things in life. Like, really notice how much you love that blanket at the end of the day, or really notice how much you love that tea at the end of the day, or notice how much you love watching this show at the end of the day. Stop overlooking these things. You see a cool car, like, be like, oh, wow, that's cool. Actually, you know what? A lot of guys do that. They'll be like, wow, it's such a cool car. You know, car guys, whatever. Anyway, that was a bad example. Look at a tree or flower and just acknowledge it and be like, that's a pretty flower. Or if you're with somebody, like, just like point it out, like, oh, look at that flower. It's a really nice flower. That's all. Just adds a little bit of spark into your life, a little bit of joy into your life, and a little bit of present moment awareness into your life, and appreciation for life itself. Because you are living this whole life, this whole one life. So appreciate it, because you're here and you're living. So actually exist in it, you know? I'm going to end it on that because I like that. All right, I'm going to enjoy my iced latte now. And I hope you just know that it's going to be fire. It's lavender. It's going to be really good. I wish I could share it, but all mine. Sorry about it. Hello, I just finished recording this episode, but I needed to say I did, in fact, finish making my latte, and it's, in fact, amazing, but that's not the point that I hopped in. I did something when I was making this latte that was, like, very smart of me, and so I literally in that moment was like, okay, that was smart, you're so smart. Instead of overlooking the fact that I, like, did this thing that was, like, good, quick, smart thinking. And so I acknowledged it rather than overlooking it. And it's just, like, those little things, too, where you're like, you know what? That was a smart move. Or, like, you know what? Pop off. Like, just don't overlook these little small accomplishments that you're doing. Like, okay, cool outfit. Okay, you did that. I see you. You know, like, just acknowledge yourself a little more, too. Don't overlook the little things that you're doing. As little as it is. That is all. Enjoy. I don't know where this is getting input, but enjoy me from the recording. That was, like, finished 5 minutes ago. Not even. Bye. If you like this conversation, go ahead and listen to the other podcast episodes. And if you feel like you struggle with kind of living presently and being with yourself or hanging out with yourself, spending time with yourself, you struggle to do that. You struggle to bring your thoughts from the future and the past to the present and acknowledging things. If you struggle with those things or whatever it is, I can offer you a free, completely free. If you tell me that you listen to this episode, DM me and tell me that you listen to this episode, and I'll give you a free 30-minute session where we will chat about these challenges that you have, goals that you want to achieve, and whatever it is, goals with mindfulness and self-alignment and things in your life and personally. And we can chat about it, see how we can help. And yeah, totally free if you tell me you listen to this episode. Go ahead, let me know. And you can also check out more free resources that I have at livemindfulaware.com. That is all that I want to chat about with you. So I hope you're enjoying find me on Instagram. DM me on Instagram at mindfulwarecoach. Okay, I hope you're enjoying your morning, middle of the day, evening, and I hope you enjoy a little extra today. Start enjoying your morning, middle of the day, evening, just a little bit more than usual. Enjoy it a little bit more than usual. Enjoy that sun a little bit more than usual. Enjoy that sunset a little bit more than usual. Enjoy your water, how hydrating it's making you, you know? Enjoy things a little more. Enjoy that quality time you're spending with a friend or a family member or a pet. Enjoy these things a little more. Really bring yourself to that present. You know, I'm going to stop talking now. I already said what I needed to say. All right. I love you. Bye.